What up, y'all? It's your man, Abuamerican. I'm back with the Alpha Nerd. And so, this is my last rig build that's going to be coming up. I'm going to be doing this video for you guys. When I put this together, I decided that I wasn't going to put the frame together on video. This is the Bitmine V8. It is an 8 GPU mining rig. It's the first one that I decided to just try it because I thought it looked cool. The GPUs go in here, they go this way, they're flat, it's an open air case. And this is where the motherboard goes. Down here it's connected, faces out this way. As you can see, I'm going to be powering this. This is going to be my first build with 2 HP 1200 watt power supplies. So you guys are going to get to see something new. I am using these new breakout boards with the 24 pin slots built onto them. These are brand new. These things are quite expensive. But let me just tell you this right now, guys. Go ahead and go with the HP power supplies and one of these breakout boards with the 24 pins on it. This is for 8 GPUs. I'll only be using 4. I'll be powering 4 and 4 from each one. And the motherboard over this. These will be connected to one another. So when you turn on one, they both turn on. I'll do all that in the video for you guys. But the reality is, these, and let me just go ahead and talk about this right now inside this video. These HP power supplies, they're probably just all around better for multiple purposes. They are usually platinum rated because they run for a long time in these, servers. They can hot swap them. They'll pull them out, put them in when they go bad, which is almost never. These things are freaking tanks and beasts because they're designed to run in server rooms that never shut off, They're supposed to be they're built to be super energy efficient because they're in server rooms that never turn off their servers. And, yeah, they're dirt cheap. This entire setup right here cost me about 60 euros in total. Now, comparable 1200 ATX power supply is going to cost you over 200 euros easily. That's starting and that's used. These are obviously used. They're refurbished. I paid 19 euros for the actual 1200 watt power supply. If you are on 220 volts or 220 watts like I am, 220, then they're 1200. If you're not, then I think it's like 8 to 900. Let me see, hold on right here. It's on here somewhere. Let's see if we can see it here. If you're on 110, let's see, where is it right here? No, it's out of focus. It will be on here. Here we go. Input 220 is going to be output 1200 watts. Input 110 to 120 volts is going to be 900 watts max. So, and if you have an input of 100 volts, then it's going to be 800 watts. So, this is rated 1200 and 220 volts. I'm in Germany, so it's 220. In the US, where you have like 110, 120, it's going to be rated at 800. Even an 800 watt power supply is going to cost you more than this thing, and it's going to be less reliable, because it's, they're usually made for gaming computers and stuff like this that are like, under load. Then the load drops when you're not playing or whatever else. These things are designed to just run. And so since your miners, just run and run and run and run until they can't mine your coin anymore, in this case it's going to be Ethereum, then, yeah. These things are built like tanks. This is going to be an NVIDIA series card. Unfortunately, I couldn't get any of the 3000 Navi cards. This is going to be a 2000 Navi card build. It's going to be the 2060 Supers. My foot all up in there, ugly. Yeah, I'm interested in, seeing how this thing, goes together with the motherboard on here. I'm still waiting on those parts. Most of the parts I got out of China now because just the parts for mining rigs nowadays are ridiculous. It's just insane, the prices out there. So the motherboards and the PCIe risers and all these things I got out of China. The only thing I got out of Europe was this frame, which was quite expensive, but it balanced out because the frames I prefer by Veta, they were charging like $80 shipping. So by the time it would get here, it would be about the same price as this. This was about 140 euros. That's actually quite expensive. It's very expensive. But hey, it is what it is. They wanted like 70 for the frame in China and then like another 80 for shipping. I just said, you know what, this doesn't even make sense. Let me just go ahead and try something new, try something different. Let me go ahead and order this. Or you could buy the Veta frame. Well, they're sold out now. It was like 130 euros. So I just said, hey, 139, 140 euros. Let me just go ahead and get this one. Try it out right here. Yeah, so this build I will be doing on video for you guys to see how to do it step by step. Inshallah. I'm just waiting on the graphics cards and the other, extras, and then we're gonna put this together. And yeah, I'm excited to try this. One thing I'll say about this, guys, is I don't like this. You see how this is? How this breakout board is just sort of hanging over the edge here, like really loose. I don't like that down there and not there. And but I have a solution, and I'll show what you guys. And I need to work on a solution anyway, because back here you can't see it because of the lighting. But the power plug, when you put it down here, this little metal lip is in the way. And since I might one day decide to go ahead and do something goofy like use an ATX power supply, I'm not going to cut this. I could usually, I could probably just flex this off. But what I'm going to do is, where this little lip is down here, I'm going to put a piece of plastic that's going to be, jut out past here, and it'll give this support. And then what I'll do is I'll just zip tie this down, and then this thing just won't be sort of hanging in the air out here like this, because that's not good. This one's a little bit better because it's supported by this little lip down here, so it's not really so bad, but it's less than ideal. So yeah, I'll be doing that. I'll probably put that on video, guys, for you guys, or on a photo or something, on my YouTube photo updates. All right, guys, that's what's going on with mining. Hold on, let me go ahead and give you some more updates here real quick. All right, we're back. So actually, I had an electrician come and talk to me, and give me some free consultation. Ooh, this thing's nice and toasty. My feet are cold, and this warm is nice and hot. This floor is nice and hot in front of this thing. This thing's kicking off a ton of heat again. Yes, I'm in sleeping pants. So anyway, what he was basically saying is like, this thing is already a fire hazard. He said this is really dangerous, and he says, and I really shouldn't be running like this. His suggestion was to run in 3 individual lines, excuse me, and he can install 3 new fuses into our fuse box, and then run 3 individual lines up into the room, where I can plug them into the fuses directly. This is because this right here running over 1 fuse and over these little power lines back here, it's quite dangerous. He said, the heat in here, he's like, the heat just coming out of here says how much power these things are actually consuming. And I don't know if you can see it right now. 30 degrees Celsius, and yeah, give me 1 second. Let's go see what this girl got to say. Alexa, what's the temperature outside?
Right now, it's 1 degree Celsius. Tonight, expect a low of 1 degree.
So yeah, it feels colder than 1 degree. Yes, I have Alexa in my house. I don't care if she spies on me. If she's gonna hear sex sounds, kids playing, and me talking about GPU mining equipment, I really don't care if Alexa spies on me. Your life is not that exciting. So anyway, yeah, seeing how I'm gonna try and move, sooner than later, I just don't see the benefit in spending, that sort of cash to have extra power run into this place. It's running fine. Hopefully, no fires start, between now and when I move. I actually saw a photo online. This guy's, GPU warehouse. He had 5700 XT rigs running all at once. Caught on fire, burned them down. Last thing I want is that with my family in here. But I don't know. Maybe I'll just spend the money. I don't know. I just don't see the benefit of seeing how I'm going to move in like 4 to 5 months. It's just, yeah. Anyway, that's what's going on, guys. That rig that I'm building out there, the Navi rig, is not going to go in this room because there's just too much load on here. This thing runs 900 watts on its own. These are about, 11 to 1200 each. So I'm not going to put any more load on this place. And that's not even including these two. They run about 110 each. So yeah, that's what's going on, guys. Everything's over here hashing away, making that money, mashallah. And I'll talk about my mining farm adventures a little bit later. I came into a partnership with somebody, and so we bought we're buying basics together, a whole bunch, and we're going to be mining in a non-European country. And inshallah, hopefully, I'll become a full-time miner this year. Inshallah. All right, guys, this is your man, Abuamerican. I'm out.